Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey, welcome back. Hi, guys. This is Heather Hope, Law of Attraction business coach, mentor, teacher, inspirational writer, and speaker, and creator of the Soul Aligned Business Academy, a monthly business coaching membership for entrepreneurs who are all into law of attraction. Of course, my intro will be wordier today because the whole day is wordier today. If you read it, it's a big one today. So welcome to September 22nd. And oh, goodness gracious. I am actually recording some pre-recording episodes for when we're in Mexico in October. So I just did one of those. That's a really good one. So mark on your calendars for October 3rd, because that's one where I dig into how I manifested our ocean view home in California. It's a really good one. But I'm going to do a more detailed episode just specifically on all the really awesome manifestations that we've had or that I've had, including my husband, this house in Arizona, the house in California. What else did I do? The car, like the sports car, another house that I manifested, all for free too. I manifest free houses. So that's really a cool thing. Okay. So welcome back. Check out I have got a couple links down below. If you're curious of what I do, the things that I talk about, whatever, check out. There's two links. One is to get my PDF download of the 7 things you must stop doing today to, what's it called? I just lost it again. And I don't have it in front of you. This is in front of me. The 7 things you must stop doing in your business to, I don't know, law of attraction stuff. 7 things you must stop doing. It's all mindset stuff that it's literally every human does. And if you stop doing these things, you will manifest like crazy, especially in your business. So it's how you think about your business that is so important. It's vital that you think the most positive thoughts and vision for your business. And there's some things that you're going to check off on that, you're going to be like, oh my God, I do that all the time. I do that. You're going to read it. You're going to be like, oh shoot, I got to stop doing these things. So there you go. The other thing is, information and sign up for the Soul Aligned Business Academy. You can check out my success path, my success journey to having your soul aligned business, like the business that is truly for you. And whether you're a business owner or any kind of person who is self-employed. So I've got like restaurant owners in there. I've got TV personalities and actors, actresses, coaches. Who else do I have in there? People who are wanting to create a business but haven't started yet. They really are curious and interested. Anybody who's self-employed, this is for you. Okay, so let's just jump into sorry for that, into today's. This is a wordy one, man. I had to make sure I went through it to make sure that it was all one day, because you know how a lot of my days are really short. So if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, this is from the book, The Inspired Entrepreneur, which is coming out soon. It's 366 days of inspiration for the entrepreneur based on the law of attraction, which is based on Abraham Hicks and Sanaya Roman's work primarily, and my own, of course. But okay, so September 22nd, here we go. Let me dig into this. Okay. The success you're looking for is from within, the voice inside your mind that is guiding you, your intuition, your inner guidance. It's not from the outside, the people telling you what you need or should be doing. Follow your guidance and you will find your true success. The non-physical part of you is making the things you want happen. All you have to do is stop thinking in a negative way about what you want. It's quote unquote that simple. Not so simple though, right? We've all been conditioned that things are hard to get. So the work is getting your mind back on track each day to do what you want. That's the work. We were talking about that yesterday, right? The work, the work. The work is getting your mind aligned to what you want. That was worded pretty good, wasn't it? That's the work. That's literally the work. The work is getting your mind aligned. Your mind, which means your thoughts that turn into your feelings, your emotions, right? Getting it aligned, lined up, aligned with what you want. So that's what the 7 things you must stop doing is all about. It's all of the things that most people are doing regarding their business, how they're thinking about it in particular ways. I've got all the examples in there of how people line up with what they don't want, and then they attract what they don't want. And then they keep doing that, and then they fail. Like, what is it? What's the percentage of businesses that go out of business within 5 years? Let me know in the comment section what it is. Isn't it 95% or something? Something insane. Because a lot of times, a couple of reasons, right? Well, probably many, but mostly it's about creating a business that's not soul aligned, if you catch it. Creating a business that you're just like trying to figure out a way to make money, and it doesn't work because you're not passionate about it. There's no energy flowing. You hate it because it's like work, right? That's part of the Soul Aligned Business Academy. Figuring out exactly what you want, because I was creating so many big things. And then I looked at it one day and I was like, why are you creating so many things, Heather? You don't want to work that much. I know myself so well, right? It's about knowing yourself and knowing the kind of life that you want to live. And I know that I don't want to create a job for myself. Does that make sense? I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want to create a job. And a lot of business owners create jobs for themselves. And then one day they're like burnout as hell because they're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? I really think through things before I implement them, because I'm like, is this going to long term make me like not want to do anything? Like, I created the Soul Aligned Academy with the idea of creating several membership programs, because memberships are pretty easy to run, but it's still work. I mean, it's still like, if I'm doing all these group calls, I do 2 in my Soul Aligned Business Academy, and I don't want to do any more because it does take a lot of energy to do them. But if I create 3 or 4 more memberships, I would only do probably 1 call a month in them, and that's creating another 3 to 4 calls a month. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So I'll just focus on the one and then just see what happens in the future. You know what I mean? Like, so I was going to do them in all these areas that I've excelled in. And then I'm like looking at it like, what the heck are you creating, Heather? You're creating like this whole thing that you actually have to run like many, many, many hours a day. And that's just not who I am. I don't want to do that. I want a more flexible lifestyle, and I want to create more and coach less too. So anyway, so let's go back to the quote for today. The intuition, your inner guidance. The success you're looking for is from within. The voice inside your mind that is guiding you. Your intuition, your inner guidance. It's not from the outside. The people telling you what you need or should be doing, that's not it. Follow your guidance and you will find your true success. Follow the guidance. Your work is, this is legit everything. Your work is to line up with your desires, meaning focusing on it, doing the positive stuff towards your desires, not against it, and following your guidance. Following your guidance to your manifestation. And don't get caught up on the whole following your guidance. Now, that is like a nuance type of thing that I've figured out. My guidance is typically a thought that pops in my head that is just a thought, just a common thought that I get. And if I follow through on that thought, I typically will manifest lots of things that I want. It's very simple. It's not like this grand master of ideas that completely, I jump out of my chair because it's the best idea ever. It's never been like that. I don't think I've ever manifested from a thought like that. All the thoughts that I've manifested from was, oh, I think I'll text this person about something. Oh, I think I'll text. It's always been about texting, I swear. I will contact this person about that in the right moment. The right moment that idea pops, I do it. That's the key too. I do it. And then it manifests. It's like, oh, that was so insanely easy. What the hell? I swear, Abraham never talks about how easy that is. They always talk about like going with ideas, the ideas that interest you, the ideas that give you excitement. Those are awesome too. But literally, the manifested things, the things that actually become physical, come directly from a single regular, I would call it a regular thought that pops in my head. Nothing exciting about it, like literally nothing. It's typically I have to contact somebody and ask them about something. And poof, there it is. And it's like, what? That was easy. It's literally nothing exciting about the whole situation, except when the manifestation comes in. It's like, holy crap, wow, that worked. And I did it and I got it. And it's like, what? Okay, cool. And then like a whole bunch of excitement because it happened. So, but the leading up to it is like literally nothing except just thoughts. And it was like, okay, wow, awesome. So it's really quite, what do they say? I don't know, not the most exciting thing ever, but then it turns into something really amazing. So that's cool. Okay, so this is what's really cool. The non-physical part of you is making the things you want happen. The non-physical part of you, like you're bigger, like this is, the larger part of you is non-physical. The larger part of you has the perspective that you do not have. That's so cool. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? The larger part of you has the perspective, meaning the viewpoint of everything. And it's guiding you, like you're guiding yourself, like you're trying to guide the physical part of you. The non-physical part of you is guiding the physical part of you. The physical part of you it could be doing all these other things, not listening, not acting on, not whatever. But if you just like chill, and when you get a thought, you like carry it out. Like if you just think about going to the store to do something for no good reason, and you go there and then you find something that you've been looking for 2 years, and you're like, holy crap, I found it. Stuff like that is a lot of fun. Like I love those moments. I love the little things, I love them. You have a day full of little things, it just keeps your life like really awesome, right? Because it's the little things. It's the big things too, but it's the little things. It's all of it. So you're being guided. That's all that matters. You just following the ideas, the thoughts that come to you that are just like unseemingly like, okay, whatever. You do them. But, the more that you're just like, oh, no, that's not going to work. Oh, no, they're going to say no. Like if you have a thought and then you kill it, right? You have a thought of texting someone about something, asking them in that moment, asking them something, maybe to have that thing that you want that they have or whatever it is. And then you instantly say, gosh, no, they're not going to do that. That's stupid. If you do that, you got to stop it. Because when you have the thought, if you're just in this general good feeling place, like whatever it is, right? You're just in this whatever feeling, more on the positive side, right? And you get this thought to text somebody or to call somebody or to message somebody, whatever it is, and ask them about something. The timing is perfect in that moment to do it. So do it. You got nothing to lose in that moment. If you're like, no, 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 you got to stop saying no. You got to stop killing it with doubt. You got to stop that. Get doubt completely out of your mind and just go with the thoughts that come to you. Go with the thoughts, whatever they are. As long as they're not causing you danger or others danger or anything bad, follow the thoughts. Because the thoughts are the way, that's part of the communication, right? Of your inner being, your higher self. That's the communication. That's part of it. So take the communication and be so, get into this place of, oh yeah. That's like, I think October 3rd, the podcast episode I just recorded because I'm going to be in Mexico. It goes through the entire the manifestation of the Ocean View home in California that we had earlier this year. And just the simple thoughts that turned into, within 1 week, from 7 days, in 7 days time, I was from sitting on my couch in Arizona, not having a clue how I'm going to be at the Abraham Hicks workshop the week later, how I'm going to get from just outside Phoenix to San Francisco in less than a few days, like in less than a week. No idea, because I didn't plan that far, because San Francisco is farther than LA. I was going to fly, and then I kept, that's the thing. In that episode, please check it out. When the time comes, check it out for sure, October 3rd. In that time, like the time up to those 7 days, before that, I would check out the which airlines did I want to go first class and just really start experiencing that feeling. Did I want to, I was really going through the details, not terribly excited about any of it. I really wasn't. I wasn't excited about flying. Like, I'm not fearful of flying. It's fine. But it's all of the details. It's parking at the airport here. It's, it's getting a rental car there. It's driving, blah, blah, it's all the little details. And I was used to driving to LA for the workshops, making it really easy. And so when I was going through all these details, they just were not exciting to me. They just weren't. There's just nothing there for me to grab onto and be like, hell yeah, I want to do this. Nothing. So I didn't do it. I didn't act. And I didn't act out of fear that I wasn't going to get an airplane I just knew that something was going to come to me. And so I just didn't act. I didn't act until I was freaking excited to act. Now, see, there's a difference here. Like, because if you don't have any good ideas, if you're trying to work on something, right? If you need to be somewhere at a certain time, but you have no idea how you're going to get there, but nothing seems exciting, you can't make plans until you feel excited. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me on this. So check out that episode when it comes out, but it didn't get exciting until I had the thoughts that led me to the exciting thoughts that led me to Pismo, to drive to Pismo, and in under 24 hours manifest, walk right into the house that we got. That was a perfect ocean view. 3 houses, the 3rd house from the ocean. Really incredible, really affordable, really easy to get into. It was everything on my list, all the criteria I wanted right there. It was so insanely easy to manifest, and I couldn't have done that at all. I would not have manifested that house, most likely, I don't know, had I flown to San Francisco. I drove to Pismo, and I was there under 24 hours. And that was that. Check out that. I know it's in the future right now. So October 3rd, I'm going to do an entire podcast episode specifically on each manifestation that I find super, super awesome. Like manifesting my husband is really a cool story. I just talked to him. I said, I just did the episode on the house in Pismo. And I said, it's like my second favorite manifestation story. And I'm like, you know what my number 1 is? He goes, me. And I'm like, yep, you. Because that was a really cool story too. 1 text message. That's all it was. 1 thought, 1 text message. Poof. He and I were good friends for 8 years. And then one day, 1 text message, 1 date. End of story. Perfect man. So So anyway, that's a whole other story. I'll get into that another day. Anyway, follow your intuition, follow the thoughts that come to you, follow them. Get in. The work is to line up with your desires, line up with them, I mean, align with them. Yes, I want this because it's so awesome, because the view is amazing, because the weather's amazing. Whatever the reasons are that you want something, focus on those only. Visualize those. Visualize those. One thing I forgot to leave out, I was going to get back to it on that episode for October 3rd, was in my writing. Check it out. You'll understand. I know it's in the future. Like today's September 22nd. You got to wait a week and a half to catch that episode. But one thing that I kept writing in my thing was waking up to sounds of the ocean, because I wanted to be, oceanfront or ocean view. Wanted the sounds of the ocean. So I would look up YouTube videos of sounds of the ocean, and sometimes I would sleep to them. But there was one night in particular that I was just listening, and I didn't do this. I never did this before. I went on like my YouTube. Oh, which one is it? One of my apps that's music. It's YouTube Music. And I was looking up like calming music or whatever. Like whatever to sleep with. I like never do this. And I put earphones in. Literally never do this. I still don't do it. And so during that week of writing about waking up to ocean waves, I kid you not, that one of those mornings that I did that, the only night that I did that, where I looked up YouTube Music for soothing music to go to sleep with, was not ocean or anything. That morning when I woke up, there was ocean waves playing. It was an ocean wave relaxing one. And so I woke up to ocean sounds in my ears. It was such a cool manifestation. I was just like, oh my God, it just gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. And you just go with the flow and just do the things that you feel like doing. Line up with your desires, with what you want, right? Line it up, go with the flow. Line it up, go with the flow. Enjoy life. Follow the thoughts that come to you. Enjoy life. Line up with your desires, enjoy life. Line up with your desires, enjoy life. Manifestations will happen. They have to happen. If you're lining up with your desires and enjoying your life, they will happen. And they will just surprise and delight you, like Abraham says. It's just incredible. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because my voice is wearing out. This is my third one today. Check out the Soul Line Business Academy. This Wednesday is our twice monthly call. And so you can ask me questions. We can go over all this stuff. Check it out. It's super affordable. Let me just tell you right now, it's $47 a month. It's just so incredible. It should be a whole lot more because I've paid a lot more for a lot less. So check it out and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye, guys.